Welcome to Kullchr.
But I want y'all to listen to a story, just in case y'all didn't listen to the Breakfast Club. Sparkle was on the Breakfast Club, and Sparkle was talking about when R. Kelly had a big meeting, and they said he's letting them know that he was releasing Sparkle. So, okay. I was like, okay, I'm waiting for her to get to the point. And she said that R. Kelly told her mother and father that was sitting right there in front of R. Kelly. He said that R. Kelly told my mom and daddy, "You have a beautiful daughter. As a matter of fact, I jacked my dick to her. I look at her picture and I jacked my dick to her." Okay, first of all, time out. Time the fuck out. Now, I've heard a lot of people talk about when black men fail black women, but never will you see me fail my daughter that way. Look here, man. I stopped a bus one day. I stopped a fucking bus one day because my baby got off crying and the school bus drove off. I jumped in my car and I stopped that bus, and I stopped and I walked to the door and I told that bus driver, "Look, don't you ever, if it happened again, I'm going to jail," which I almost went to jail that day. But for R. Kelly, for Sparkle to sit here, I don't know. Now see, this is where I have to start drawing the line. I have to stop drawing the line because I ain't through. I know you probably saying something about me jumping on this shit, but I ain't through. But I have to start drawing the line when people start making bigger stories than what the story already is. Had R. Kelly sat across the table, I don't give a fuck how big his goons is. I don't give a fuck I don't care what's going on. I don't see none of that shit no more if these say some shit like that to me about my daughter. Sparkle probably wasn't, 17, 18? Maybe. But nothing could have stopped me. What Miss Celia told me, nothing but death can keep me from it. And believe me, they would have had to kill me in R. Kelly's studio, or I would have whooped his ass real good. Straight up. I would have whooped his ass real good. Or he would have whooped mine. But we was fighting that day. Ain't no catch me outside. We gonna fight that day. Shortly after you let that shit roll off your tongue. Now, Sparkle, I don't know what kind of press you running. I don't know what you doing. But don't tell that shit no more. Don't tell us, because you're making your daddy look bad. You're making your mama look bad too, because I guarantee you. Don't tell that story no more. But like I said, y'all, that wasn't the last of it. So I noticed as the interview went on, you know that double dutch shit where it looked like somebody trying to wait for the right time to jump in. They steady going and they like, oh, whoa. And she finally found that gap to jump in and tell us that she got a motherfucking album on the way and they finna play her single. They finna play her single, man. So like, without even listening to the single, before it came on, before I heard her talking about it, saying, "Hey, I know people want to say, she didn't feel good. She didn't feel comfortable announcing the album. She said that maybe she shouldn't talk about the album because it's gonna make it look like she catching a rebound off of surviving R. Kelly." Man, look here. Sparkling. You better be careful what you do to me. 2 years ago, didn't know you had male friends. As a matter of fact, now she said that R. Kelly did release her from the label because she had a boyfriend, and you know what I'm saying, she was, that was her. And then that Be Careful song, R. Kelly said 2 years ago, didn't know you had male friends off up in college. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, Sparkle, you got your shits off on that. But like I said, you got a single out now, man. How long did it take you to write this song? Not too long, because you talked about this is for the Me Too. This is for the whatever culture. You know what I'm saying? Me Too. You mentioned Me Too. You mentioned the Time's Up. You know what I'm saying? You getting your shits out. Look, baby girl, and I hate to say this, you had a hidden agenda. It's a reason your family didn't talk to you for 10 years, and now that this one came back up, they're not talking to you again. It's a reason. Don't just get on here and tell half the truth like you get other places and tell half the truth. You feel me? Don't do that, because see, like I said, these other podcasts, these other people, they're trying to save something that they have. I ain't got shit. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna read between the lines. I ain't gonna blur these lines out. You had a hidden agenda. The whole time you were sitting up there, you say you sat up in that chair for 6 hours and talked to Lifetime, the Lifetime producer or whatever. Those whole 6 hours, you was writing a song in your head. You done had 20 years. You done had more than that. You even said that you didn't want nothing to do with it, but that light bulb popped off in your head, didn't it? I'm sorry, I'm just calling it like it is. Y'all go listen to the shit. And then, funny thing about it, she wanted to make sure she structured her answer right to DJ Envy or whoever asked the question on that when they said, well, how did you feel about R. Kelly's ex-wife, dancing to his song, singing his song, saying that he's a good provider and all of this. And she had to stop and make sure that she was going to answer right. She wanted to know how everybody else felt. She wanted to know how everybody else felt before she said something. She said, what was it? She said, what was the video done recently or not? And then I guess somebody said, well, it really don't matter when it was done. And then she was like, oh yeah, it don't matter. I felt like it was distasteful. Sparkle, you got a hidden agenda, baby. And I see and I read between the lines. As a matter of fact, that's the segment. I don't know. Yeah, that's the segment. And I'm gonna use something, man. I'm gonna use that. Read between the lines. I'm reading between the lines on that shit. And you got a hidden agenda, and it's called I Wanna Hit. I wanna hit. Now you take that any kind of way you want to hit or you want to hit. You know what I'm saying? So I got you. Just like I got Amber Rose ass. I got her. Duval. I got you. I'm reading between y'all lines, man. I'm reading between your lines. You're going to do whatever it take to get a hit. You're going to take whatever it do to get some views. You're going to take whatever it takes to get some bread.